Oops, Amazon has done it again. There is a new issue raging about Amazon and some of its Kindle policies. So I decided to go look outside to see if the sky is falling or if it's just rain again. Hello, welcome to my channel, Another Bibliophile Reads. My name is Greg. Today I had initially wanted to do a video about my updated opinions on the Amazon Kindle Colorsoft that I have been using for a few months now. Other Amazon issues have taken precedence. If you are unaware, Amazon is killing a feature that lets users download and back up Kindle books. That is more or less the title of a Verge article and the main source of my information for this video. I will provide a link in the video description. Well, what this does is if you go to your Amazon account on a laptop or a desktop and go to your manage content, there is an option under more actions that says deliver and transfer via USB. This means you do not need to use any sort of Wi-Fi or cellular data. Now, the cellular data on the Kindle is way obsolete, but it used to be an option. And Amazon is removing that feature. Honestly, it is a feature that probably very few people ever use. I think it is legacy when the original Kindles only came with cellular data to download your books on and didn't have Wi-Fi. So they gave you the option to download it to your computer and transfer it over USB cable. I don't think anyone's using that anymore. I know I have never used it, but it is going away. And many people are in a tiz, in an uproar, because it's going to make it harder, theoretically, to back up your Kindle ebooks. I guess some people like to download every Kindle book they purchase and save it offline on an external drive, just in case. I don't personally do that, but I know a lot of people feel more comfortable having that backup available, just in case something happens to Amazon. I don't think Amazon is going away anytime soon, but Amazon does change its policies about Kindle availability and what you can do with your Kindle. So some people worry about that. There are also issues that they say that Kindle or Amazon may delete your books against your will. They did do that once in 2009 with 1984 by George Orwell, but to the best of my knowledge, that is not a regular occurrence and may have only occurred at that one time. There is also some concern about Amazon sending some unwanted updates to ebooks. They mention Roald Dahl. Roald Dahl was recently boulderized and had some of his language updated to be more sensitive to some users. And there is some rumors going around that Amazon automatically updated previously purchased versions to that new one. I don't know if that has ever happened. I'm trying to reach out to some journalists and maybe to the publisher to fact check that. Do they actually, or did Amazon actually update those Roald Dahl books, or is it just a rumor? I don't know. But then it goes back to, why is Amazon removing this feature? Initially, my idea is it's a legacy feature. It is not used very often, and Amazon may be just cutting their overhead in their software department, saying this is now obsolete. Maybe. I can think of some circumstances with some users who may find that useful. Perhaps someone is in a situation where they have a landline internet service but no Wi-Fi. That means that they could use that download and transfer via cable very well. I don't think that happens a lot, but I don't also think that that's the reason why Amazon is removing this feature. The reason they are moving this feature, I believe, is that it enables people to not only back up their ebooks, but transfer those ebooks to other devices. Over the past few months, in 2024, there was a whole lot of videos called something along the lines, Kindle to Kobo, why I'm giving up Amazon and moving over to Kobo. Now, that's a personal choice for many users, but as a business, Amazon, of course, does not want people to go from Kindle to Kobo. And downloading those files to your drive would make it a lot easier to do that. Also, a lot of these videos recommend removing DRM from your Kindle books. Now, I am not an attorney. I have never studied law, and what I'm about to say does not constitute legal advice. But so far as I know, removing DRM in the United States is not currently legal, or it is not currently proved to be legal, because some people say if you're doing this for your own personal use and not transferring to someone else or uploading it to a site, it's perfectly legal to remove DRM. I don't want to go too far down that rabbit hole. It's a pretty deep rabbit hole. All I'm going to say is I personally do not think that it is legal to remove DRM. If you read the DCMA, there are some fairly stiff fines if you get caught. Are people, or is Amazon or lawyers looking for people removing DRM from their personal books? I don't think so. It's probably a very risk-free, illegal activity as of now. But if Amazon is getting concerned, if they are removing features that make it easier to transfer ebooks over, maybe they'll overreach and decide, yeah, we are going to look out for those people removing DRM. It's just an opinion. It is not legal advice. You should do what you think is best for yourself. A lot of, or at least some current videos are recommending everyone go to their computers and download all their Kindle ebooks so they have backup copies. Now, the unfortunate thing about that is when you go to the Amazon webpage and download your Kindle books, you have to do that one book at a time. Very time consuming depending on how many ebooks you have. One booktuber mentioned that she had about 350 books and took her over an hour and a half to download them all. I have about 2,472 ebooks. I know I have a problem buying ebooks, so I was not going to do that. However, there is another option if you do want to download and back up your ebooks that is a little easier in my personal opinion. And what you want to do is go to your Kindle. I'm using my Kindle Scribe, and you do kind of need to be using collections, because if you put all your books in different collections, there is an option now. You got to look at the very top. There's these three dots on the right side. You press those three dots and you have an option that says download all. So all the books in that collection will be downloaded with one touch of a button. And it's saying here, are you sure you want to download 2 files to reread? That's just one of the collections I had. I clicked that one. The 2 downloads is really short, really fast. I have some collections like classics and fiction that have over 800 ebooks in that collection, and that will take a little more time to download. The problem is you can do other things while downloading those books. I happened to have a dentist appointment this morning, and before I left, I went to my nonfiction collection and hit that download button. It says, do you want to download 243 ebooks? I clicked yes, and I went to my dentist appointment. And when I came back, all those ebooks were on my Kindle Scribe. Now I have to go through my other collections and continue to hit download all. I will eventually have every Kindle book I purchased on my Kindle Scribe. I am currently about 4.2 gigabytes on my Scribe out of 32 gigabytes usage, so I'm going to have a lot of space on this Scribe to download everything. Once I am done, I can plug in by USB cable this Kindle to my Windows computer and just open up the file on the Scribe that contains all the ebooks and just copy and paste to an external drive on my Windows machine. It's that simple. I could also do it on my MacBook, although I would have to get some additional software that the Mac does not automatically recognize Android devices, which a Kindle is considered an Android device. So there you go. That's how you can quickly download all your Kindle ebooks without having to go to that messy download page on the internet and download one by one. Do I think this is actually a necessary action? I don't. I think this whole thing is a hullabaloo, a cry over nothing. Chicken Little saying, "Is the sky falling?" I don't think Amazon has any big plans to eliminate your Kindle ebooks. I don't think they're going to be giving you updated versions of Kindle books that you've already bought or removing books because of whatever reason. I don't think Amazon will do it, but we do live in the Trump era with Republicans in Congress, and who knows? Maybe they'll decide to ban a lot of books and tell Amazon, go remove those books. They're banned. I'm not sure that's going to happen. I think it's a little bit of a fear-mongering. There are lots of people out there on the internet who just love to remove DRM and have backups of their Kindle books, and they're going for it. They're pushing this download every book that you own. If you want to do it, go ahead and do it. It really does not hurt anything, and it's really rather simple, at least the way I'm doing it. Thank you for watching, and keep on reading.